Hi, this is Jen Gibbs with Utah Shores Real Estate Services, and I want to highlight for you what we do for our sellers that's special and different than a lot of other agents and how they market homes. And so I'll just go through kind of the steps that are outlined on our website, and feel free to go there. I'll give you the link also. So anytime that you are getting ready to market your home for sale, it's a big deal. It kind of throws the whole family into a little bit of chaos, a little bit of stress. And so one thing that we do for our clients is we start them preparing ahead of time. We've got them bullet point lists, checklists that they can follow to make sure that all the most important things are addressed, because when you've lived somewhere, it's hard to sometimes see what may not appeal to someone else because it might be your favorite thing. And so we're going to help you see and recognize that, and we have professional staging advice available as well, so that instead of just following, some generic tips, you actually will get something tailored specifically to your property and your home. So after we're done with the preparation process, the next step is to make you look really good online. And you're probably very aware that the vast majority of people, 90+%, are starting their home search online. And so we have to make you stand out and be impressive from the second, because literally people are on their phone, right? Scrolling. We have to do something that's going to make them stop and want to know more about you. And so one of the ways that we do that is through our professional photography service that we offer. There's no extra charge for this. It's something we do for all of our sellers to best highlight their property. And you come in, you have someone that has expert real estate photography experience, and they know how to adjust the lighting, how to, some finishing touches on staging, just small little details of whether the blinds should be open or closed, what time of day to shoot, what angle to shoot from. And then once they've got their shots, then they go into Photoshop to add a little bit even more magic and sparkle. And there's some fun shots that we can show you if you want to know a little bit more about that. So then we're going to facilitate the paperwork. There's a lot to know. As you begin to go on market, there are disclosures and several other things that it's nice to just have someone walk you through, kind of explain what they mean in real term English, so you don't have to wonder what it is that you're signing, what's going on. We translate all of that real estate speak for you and make it very easy to understand, so you can feel comfortable and not stressed about this part, because there's no reason to stress over the paperwork when we're here to help you with that. And the very last thing we do before we hit the market, we strategize, and we know there are certain times of the day and certain days of the week that are more powerful than others for your property to go live on the MLS. And so we're going to take all that into account and make sure that we hit with a big splash and get the most amount of eyes on it immediately and get people talking about your property. So that is kind of the beginning of the prepare stage. The second stage that we're going to work together through is the marketing of the home. We've already got it looking really good as it can be, showtime ready. And what we need to do is not only just have great pictures, we need to put them everywhere. When we take a new listing here at Utah Shores, we syndicate them immediately out to 986 plus websites. I say plus because there are new websites every day and all the time. We know for sure at all times you're getting likely over 1,000, possibly even 2,000 or 5,000 websites, depending on who's active in real estate and who's highlighting homes. Your home will be there if someone is looking for real estate. And so we want to do that in a way that provides a full profile, but still has a little bit of emotion and curiosity, because the goal is for them to come into your home and see it and really get a feel for what you've done there and what the neighborhood is like. And so we're going to really use video as one of our technology tools. We are very focused on the latest technology because people are so involved on their smartphone. We want to be everywhere they are, and videos get promoted on Facebook, on YouTube, and even Zillow. If you have a specialized Zillow video done through their software, your listing will come up higher even in Zillow. And so we know some of the tips and tricks like this, and we're going to put your home where it will be seen. And so another thing that we're going to do as we go through the marketing process, we realize it's kind of tough to have your home on the market. Every time there's a call and someone wants to see it, you have to speak and span, and it's a little bit of craziness as you try to like get the kids, get out of town for, you know, an hour or whatever, so buyers can come through and kind of relax and imagine themselves in the home, right? So what we want to do is keep that to a minimum. So as people call, and we'll talk in a minute about the text writer sign that we use to market, but as people come in and want to tour your home, we're going to screen them for you. We're going to make sure that they can indeed qualify for the amount that you are asking for your home, and that they're prepared to buy, and they're not just curious of what the inside of your house looks like. And so one way that we do that is through our special relationship with our lender, and we have someone on call through Surety First Mortgage, great people that we can call at a moment's notice and say, hey, I've got somebody that wants to come through the house. They've called on the sign. Can you do a quick pre-qualify so we know that they're really good to go? And within 5 to 10 minutes, we can get this person that's called on a sign, even if they don't have an agent, we can help them get through the pre-qualification process. So we're not kicking you out of your home for someone to look at it if they're not even going to be able to be a serious buyer. So there's some fun ways that we can capture information and be able to follow up with them through a sign in the yard for the lender and that kind of thing as well. But let's talk for just a moment on our text writer sign. So oftentimes you'll see in a for sale, a home for sale yard, you'll see the typical real estate sign with phone number so people can call for information. But oftentimes people, they just want to know the stuff. They don't want to talk to a person. They're worried that they'll be pressured, and we're super low key here, so they always have great conversations with us. But the general conversation in their mind is a little bit scary, and people are somewhat hesitant. But when they see that they can just text for information and just in a couple of quick seconds right on their mobile phone, they've got access to all the details of the home, then they're very willing to just do that. And so that's something we provide for all of our listings. And then that gives us the opportunity to follow up with each person that's asked for information and go ahead and secure every chance we can to present your home in the best light. Since they were driving through the area and they were interested enough to text, then that could be a good buyer, and we do not want them to slip away. And that's why we do a technology-based version instead of flyers. So that's kind of a lot of what we do with marketing. I'm going to go ahead and highlight in a separate video all the different steps, but this is a quick outline of what we do that's a little bit different. Another thing that separates us is we do work through Keller Williams, KW, as our brokerage. They're very known for their progressive status in the market, very high-end technology tools. They have their own private MLS, KWLS, and we're very networked with each other. The KW brokerage is the largest in Utah County with over 200 agents. And so we meet weekly, we talk to each other about our listings that are coming up, and we literally can, in the same room, if I have a listing and we're going through pictures and I'm presenting it to everyone in the room, someone can raise their hand and say, I might have a buyer for that, or I know something that's coming up. And so it gives us a good advantage there to go through Keller Williams. It's also kind of a status symbol because people recognize it as a higher end brokerage where they know they're going to get good service and professionalism. The third phase of the home marketing happens as we are on the market. We're actively marketing the property. It's getting in front of the eyes it needs to. It's being talked about among agents and buyers. And what we're going to do is keep you in the loop. We always want you informed. And we're here, of course, for if you ever have any questions on the process. But weekly, we're going to update you on what websites we're hosting, how many views, how many people are looking at your home, where we've posted it, whether it's KSL or Craigslist or on Zillow, what's happening on your home and what we're doing to work to market your home. We want you aware of the things that we're doing, who we're following up with, how many people have been interested in it. And that can reflect to us if we need to make some adjustments on the listing to make it more desirable. And we'll also collect feedback from agents that have come through and from buyers that have called in for information as we followed up with them. We'll say, hey, how'd you like the house? How does it compare to other things you're looking at? And we can bring this valuable feedback to you as a seller and say, okay, here's what you're up against. Do we want to tweak or adjust anything to make your home more desirable so that it can move more quickly? So what we'll do is keep you updated there on the marketing efforts. And then also as offers begin to come in, and sometimes it doesn't take very long, but in a situation, for example, where you were to get multiple offers, which sometimes happens, we can compare and contrast apples and oranges. We can help you figure out exactly what you're looking at and what the pros and cons are of certain contracts, and where it might be an advantage for you to accept one thing or to maybe counter on a separate item. And so we're going to guide you through that process. So because since we know your goals, we're able to make sure that everything in the end is going to line up for what you're trying to do in the time frame and the financial amount that you're trying to achieve. And so we're going to walk you through, again, that paperwork piece so you don't have to stress over that. And then what we're going to do is just help you arrange through all the steps, whether it's inspection, appraisal. We'll keep you in the loop on what's going on there and help you know where and when to show up to sign the papers and close on the home. So we've gone through the basics of a quick outline of what we do for marketing. Of course, there's much more, but I don't want to take an hour to do the video. I know you just want the quick scoop. And so I'm just going to highlight a couple of other things that we do. Of course, we do all the regular things. We put the sign in the yard and we put it on MLS, and we have Bluetooth technology to track people coming in and allow us to follow up. We have a lot of kind of the normal standard things. And so I'm just going to highlight what we do on top of the basics. And so we call daily for buyers. We have an active staff of people that are actively looking for buyers. We don't consider ourselves a passive real estate team. We are down to business. So your goal is to sell your house, and our goal is to do it as quickly and profitably and smoothly for you as possible. And so that's what we're going to do. And we do get on the phones daily, actively calling, looking for buyers. Another thing we do is knock doors in the area. We're going to let your neighbors know, hey, this is available. Do you want to choose your neighbor? Do you know anybody who might be coming into the area? And we're going to go ahead and use every means available to us, whether it's high tech or not. We love our technology, and that's fun for us, and that's very effective. So we use that all the time. But we also will do some old school door knocking and phone calls because we don't want to leave any stone unturned for you as we market. We will put this information, our listing will go out to our Utah Shores database and circle of friends. And so they will be aware that there is a new listing, and if they know someone that might be a good fit for, they already know that they enjoy working with us, and so they will be able to connect us with their friends, which they do very often. We love to negotiate. So if you're wondering about that, that is a place where you as a seller can really gain an advantage, and this can help you or hurt you depending on what kind of help you've chosen for your listing. But here at Utah Shores, we specialize in the negotiation. We're on your side and we've got your back, and we know what to look for when buyers are coming in and trying to seek the advantage, and we know how to protect your best interest in that situation. In fact, I often will teach the negotiation class for the new agents at the brokerage. And so I really embrace and love this. It's not out of my comfort zone. I'm ready. This is where I get to be a bulldog and fight for you and get you the most possible out of your property sale. So we've talked about the lender. I do have some great marketing materials in a print form that are available to pass along. We do, of course, have social media graphics that are shareable for you. We want to make this as easy as possible for the word to get absolutely everywhere. You're going to be everywhere. We also seek out local resources, whether it's Facebook pages, newsletters, that kind of thing, where people that may be looking at the area might find your home for sale. And one of the things that we do that's kind of special, it shouldn't be special, but we do answer our phone. If you call or text us within business hours, our commitment is to return your call or text within 15 minutes, usually immediately. If you look at our reviews, you'll see that's the truth. And we really just care about helping you get to your goal, and we don't want you stressing over anything that doesn't need to be worried about. If there's an obstacle, we're going to move things around. And oftentimes, as a seller, you may not even know of issues that come up because they're handled before. Maybe in our weekly report, we'll explain, hey, this happened, we handled it for you, no worries. But just know that we're quick response, and that is one of the #1 complaints of many other agents towards the National Association of Realtors, is they say, oh, my agent won't return my call, I don't know what's going on. And so we make the extra effort to make sure you know we are in your corner, and we're going to let you know what's going on and what's the next step. So fun bonus, we also do offer, as an incentive to the buyer, a free pest control treatment. So as they get a new home, they can actually just move in and have a service that's totally for free. It's kind of a gift to them. And then to you as a seller, we offer a free home warranty through our connections at Elevate. And while your home is listed on the market, if something goes wrong or breaks, you'll be covered and protected under that home warranty when you list with Utah Shores. So that's it. That is the quick bullet point list. Of course, there's much more that I wasn't able to mention in a quick video, and I apologize if I've gone too quickly through things. There is more information on the website, so please do check that out. And then click to contact us so that we can begin to help you evaluate the market, evaluate what your home sale should look like, and help you through the process. Thanks so much.